Saraswati. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
How are you?
I am well, sir. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm also good. Thanks for asking. So, welcome to today's session. So, how have the past few days been with for you?
Past few days was amazing, but last 2 days I have cough cold, so I am little bit under the
Okay,
weather. Yes.
okay, okay.
Otherwise, everything is good, but nowadays the summer is so hot, so it's
Yes, it's
very tough to mostly go out after 10 in morning
that's
time.
that's true. So, isn't
Yeah.
it a pleasant weather in Mumbai because of the
Yes,
sea?
weather is pleasant, but nowadays summer is too hot.
Yeah, summer is at its peak.
Yeah.
Okay, the past few days were good. When we are using a plural word,
Yeah,
then we
what?
use were. Then we use were.
Yeah.
So, what would you like to discuss today?
What I would like to discuss. As last in the last session, you told that you will say some good words. Like there is a small topic. Should school focus more on life skills or not? Why
Okay,
and why not?
wonderful, wonderful. So, as you see in our education system from past 30, 40 years, or since whenever this modern education system has become the norm, children are never taught the life skills. All
Hmm.
education either is about moral values or about academics, right?
Yes.
So, all the stress is on academics and to score well. The learning also happens by rote. It's a rote learning method.
Yes.
So when children grow up and when they have to move out for jobs and they stay alone in different cities, then they find it very difficult to survive on their own without their parents,
Hmm.
right? Because there are such certain life skills like social skills and cooking skills and managing the home that becomes a burden for them along with the job.
Yes.
So these are the life skills that need to be taught. Not only this, managing money, money management is also not taught, or financial management is not taught at schools. So finance,
Even sometime I observe that they study, they complete their entire study in English medium school, but in real life they face number of difficulties to communicate with different people. They
yes,
hesitate. Yeah.
that's true. But the confidence building is not done with them, and they are not taught how to interact with strangers or even with their colleagues, how to express themselves. So these are the few things that are lacking in our education system, and life skills is something that is not taught at all.
Mhm.
And life skills includes all the skills where we know how to manage life, whether whether it's a daily chores, whether it's cooking or financial management or speaking with our colleagues and our peer group and
Mhm.
expressing ourselves. So those skills are not taught at school, which leaves a lot in the development of a child.
I have one question for you. As schools should include like life skills and they should focus on life skills. But what are the things school can do for develop this skill?
See, as we have sometimes when there is an annual function, there is always a zero period created, right? We take 5 minutes from each period and then we create a zero period to practice for the annual function.
Hmm.
Similarly, either on the weekends when there is a half day on Saturday, maybe during those days they should be taught skills like cooking and other skills as well, maybe financial management, because most of the kids where they fail, even I faced this problem because when I moved out of my home and was doing work, doing a job, I didn't know how to cook, so food was a big problem. If you eat outside daily, then it's a big expense.
yes,
It becomes a little unmanageable with the initial salary, because initial salaries or the entry level jobs do not pay that well that you can pay for everything and hire help or outsource everything. You have to do things on your own. So schools can create extra time for training, or for different, or they should be taken out to travel and probably told how to interact with people.
mm,
So that is there, or they could be like they should be made to interact with their seniors and their juniors at school, because what happens is mostly children interact with their peer group, with their classmates, and that too with a very limited number of people. So their
yes,
seats should be changed always after every week so that they interact with a new child in the class.
yes.
So these are small steps that can be taken. So according to you, what were the life skills that you missed when you were married? All the responsibilities would have come on your shoulders. So what life skills did you tap into to manage the married life?
I think for married life, first thing is that is very important, cooking, how to
Okay,
manage household chores,
okay.
and how to manage our family. These are the things I think are very important after getting married.
You also mentioned in the first session that you did a job for some time. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
So how was your first experience as a job, and did your parents teach you any life skills that helped you in your job?
I think no. I struggled a lot
Okay,
because if I talk about life skills, so I think I didn't have any of them.
okay,
Because that's the reason I faced lots of difficulties. Yes, I learned few of the things unknowingly through my
okay,
parents.
okay,
They didn't teach me directly, but yes, I
okay,
unknowingly I know how to manage money, how to do household chores. These are the
okay,
things I was aware of. But
okay.
going outside, communicating with different people, these
Yes.
are the things there I struggled a lot.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
All right. Okay. Parents is not pronounced as pa, it's pay.
parents.
Parents.
Okay, parents.
All right.
Okay.
So, how are you equipping your child with these life skills? Since you realize that schools are not teaching the life skills, so
Mm-hmm.
how are you equipping your child with the life skills? Have you created a plan for her, or do you think she's still too young to be taught the life skills right now?
I have created a plan, not in a written form, but yes, as I observed life and I had experienced life till now, based on that, I try my best to give I teach my daughter how to cook. What are the basic things you can do, which is very important. At least everyone should know basic cooking, whether it
Okay,
is whether that is a boy or girl,
okay,
or girl child. And along with that I also teach real math,
okay.
because
Practical maths.
practical
Practical.
math is very important. How to go and how to purchase things, and how much money you have to pay, and how to means how will you calculate the money. These are the things I think I every day I teach, and I also send her to buy small things so that
Okay.
get a practical
Accustomed.
idea. Yeah.
She gets accustomed to the practical life.
Yes.
So accustomed is probably a new word to new life. So there is a phrase that's not on
In a
proper
proper
place.
place. Yes, yes, yeah.
So accustomed is getting used to. Accustomed means getting used to. And rote learning.
Rote learning, yes.
So these are the things. So have you faced any situation where you feel that you felt that the life skills were missing and you should have been taught something that was missing? Have you faced any such situation in life?
Uh, for me,
Yes.
I think yes, and even I learned also by only like with experience I learned these things, like how to
Okay.
communicate with public and how to communicate in public and how to explore myself outside world.
In the outside world.
Yeah, in the outside world.
Okay, okay. And it's also very important to teach the kids that judgment, that discernment, to how to judge people and how to understand who can be trusted and who cannot be trusted. Because when you are interacting with the strangers or new people, you can't open up with everybody, and you have to open up enough so that you can get along with them and work with them. But
Mm-hmm.
you need to develop that discernment, that ability to judge what who is right and who is wrong, and who can be trusted and who cannot be trusted.
Uh, yes, actually, I want to try this, but because of the lack of word, I was not able to. The word is
Discernment.
discernment. And what is the meaning of discernment?
Discern is to discern means the having the ability to judge, having the ability to
Yes.
understand and judge the right from the wrong.
Yes. And I think these things are very important to teach children how to judge other people.
Yes, you can't just say that you should not be judgmental, because what is the new idea in our society is that one should not be judgmental and one should not judge others. Maybe one should not judge others on looks, status, and all these things, and on habits of the other person. But what mindset have they got, what attitude have they got towards life? We need to judge that, to be able to keep ourselves safe as well as positive in life. We can't
Mhm.
just surround ourselves with negative people. So that discernment, that ability to judge has to be taught. You
Mhm.
simply can't say that don't judge others. Maybe habits, maybe looks, maybe their lifestyle, their culture should not be judged. But otherwise, what is
And
the attitude
I think
towards life?
this is also better for their safety purpose.
Yes, that's true, and
Yeah.
especially girls need to be taught this, because girls face different set of problems than boys.
Yes.
So this needs to be taught to the girls. And what do you think should be the difference in educating girls and boys versus boys in while teaching life skills?
I have no experience of teaching boy child because I have a single girl. But yes, I can say that teaching is totally different because their body structure and God has made totally
Yes.
different body structure.
Yes.
So teaching method would be totally different
Okay.
because of their safety purpose, how we should judge to others.
Yes. How should we judge others, not to others?
Yes, how should we judge others? Yeah,
Yeah, that ability has to be taught to them. That's very
yes,
important.
important. Yes.
Okay. Okay, there is situations where to is used. How to use to?
Direction, time, between two points. How to
So when
use.
we are moving towards a direction, or we are going in particular direction, we use to. I was going to my hometown for
Mhm.
the vacations, or I was moving towards the beach. To, towards
Yes.
is used when we are moving towards a direction, or these are the four situations where to is used. Direction, destination. The other is time, time between 2 points. The train arrived at 9:30, and it took 2 hours to reach our destination, or it took 2 hours to reach my uh, village or hometown or city. And the school timings are from 7:30 in the morning to 7:30 a.m. to 12:30 noon or 12:30 p.m. limit and end point. Like during the floods, the water came to our knees or up to our knees. So this is how to is used. But why do you think the schools are not making this change in the curriculum? Why aren't they teaching the life skills?
I think, in my opinion, I feel that because these days syllabus are very lengthy,
Okay. Syllabus is very vast, not lengthy.
very vast, very vast. Sometimes they are not able to finish their syllabus on a time. So if they have no time to just complete their syllabus, so how would they like focus on life skill?
So do you think that instead of moral value sessions or moral value class, they should have life skills class? That could be the time where they can be taught life skills instead of just moral values, which are
I
also.
think they should include life skills in moral values. In that means moral values period, they can include this one also.
Yes,
Yes,
that's true. Maybe 10 to 15 minutes is for daily is enough for teaching a life skill.
yes,
Like you said, budget management is a big thing because
yes.
when children go out to work, when they grow up, when they become adults and go out to work in their first job, usually they have to leave their parents' home, especially from tier 2 cities, not the tier 1 cities. And
Mm,
sometimes in the tier 1 cities as well, when the distance is too far, they have to stay alone and independently
yes.
from their parents. And at time, that budget management, that budget calculation is very important. You have to keep a track of where you are spending the money and how
Mm-hmm.
money, and they should also be taught the value of saving money.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a small amount, maybe 10%, maybe 5%, but it has to be saved every month. That habit has to be developed. So how important is saving money from a salary, and how much should be saved according to you?
It's up to us how much money we can save, but yes, saving is very important. We should keep this habit and teach our children also, because saving even 10%, 5%, whatever amount you have, it's very crucial to save that particular amount every month,
Okay.
because that help you in whenever you will have bad situation, or even when you have need a big amount, then you can use that money.
Okay, all right. And that saving money that helps you. It's not that help you. You need to use an S over here. That helps you.
That helps you.
And I never saved money, and my even my friends didn't save money. When we are young, we like to spend money and entertain ourselves as much as we can. So that ways we never saved money, and it was very difficult when the situation came that we required money.
Mm.
So this is
Uh,
very. Yes. So this is very
because
true.
I think no one taught us that time, because in our means early days, like in our childhood time, if anyone taught us, then definitely I we would have that capability to save money, even
Yes.
10% or 5%.
Yes, even saving a 500 rupee is very important. It might seem like a very small amount, but that
Mm.
500 rupee also counts when the need arises.
Mm.
That's that's very true. So we are so Saraswati ji, we are coming towards the end of a session. So I think we've discussed. You need to work on how to use to in a
True.
sentence.
Mhm.
It's a preposition, and yeah, that you need to work on. And sometimes you use the singular word where the plural word. It's not plural word. but where S
correct.
is required in certain words, you're not
Yes,
still using S in certain words.
yes,
Otherwise, there is a great improvement. There is a lot of improvement in your sentences. The the sound or pronunciation problem is not there. The search sound is, it has changed in the first from the first day we met. Today you haven't made any single mistake in the pronunciation in the sentence structure apart from a minor two or something like that. Some
yes,
words. Otherwise, it has been a wonderful session, and
yeah.
you brought a very important topic to be discussed.
Whenever I connect with you, I really learn many things.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you, sir.
Saraswati. Bye bye.
Yeah,
See you
bye.
again.
Have a good day. Yeah.